what's up everyone? So in this video I am going to update you guys on all of the Atlas skill tree, league start, Atlas progression, and I'm only going to cover like 2 different strategies because those are the ones that I'll be doing. Okay, so the Atlas has changed very drastically. I think all of us know that, so this is going to be slightly different, alright? Okay, so unlike a lot of the other people or other players where they actually tell you like, you know, you can just go straight up to unwavering vision, okay, I agree with that. I agree that it's actually really good, but come on, you need a ton of passive to actually go there, okay? So even if it's here, so let's say I'm 30, you're gonna go here, right? I'm just gonna click it, okay, for experimental purpose, and you're gonna want this as well. And then you're gonna go here. Okay, doesn't matter. Here. So previously I was at 30. You need 19 points to reach here. Okay, 19 points to get 20 points. Guys, it's like 1 point different. What is the use? And you need to remember on the way, right, to going to unwavering vision, you are not going to get all these notes, which means you're going to struggle a little at the start. So my own personal opinion is you take this first. Okay, you take this first so that you don't struggle with progressing your Atlas. Okay, this is like foremost the more important aspect. I mean, there are some other small little notes here, but you're not gonna spec over to there just to get those additional 8%. Okay, so it's not worth it. My personal opinion is I think you should do this first because specking into unwavering vision might cause some hiccups along the way. Okay. Next is once you have done with this connected mag drop, you're gonna want to start taking all of those shaping mods, which is this at the side. You have increased chance of getting 1 tier higher, right? And then again, now because of the changes, you can only get up to 85%. Okay, so you take both the sides, and for the Kirak circle, right, I'm trying to think from a different perspective whereby many of them say you should take this 1% chance to grant additional Kirak missions, and then with this, all in all, after taking all this, so you have 3 here, 1 2 3 4 4 plus 3 is 7%. There's only 7%. Can you imagine I'm guessing about 12 or 13 maps, you only get 1 Kirak mission, only 1, okay, on average. That's kind of very sad. In our whole Atlas tree, we only have like what, 116, right? So by taking these notes, right, you're only going to get like less than 10 Kirak missions by completing the whole entire Atlas. So my own personal argument is that I feel I should be taking the Atlas scouting reports. Why? Because at the beginning, you can use this Atlas scouting reports. It's going to help you roll your maps easier, especially for tier 1 and tier yellow, to complete all of the remaining gaps. Okay, and this is definitely way better because this alone is 60%. It's not increased chance, it's increased Atlas scouting reports, and you can get all of the various scouting reports. Okay, not only your exploring reports, all of the other ones that are corrupted or even uniques that you can save it for later is gonna be so good, right? So I personally think this is a better route, and of course you're gonna take the rest of the shaping here. Whether you take overload circuits or bow undertaking, it doesn't matter. You just want to take these 3 nodes on top, and all in all, you can only have up to 85% chance to get 1 tier higher for maps right now. Okay, so this is it. And once you're done with this, I suggest to take the shrines. Okay, I suggest to take the shrines. Shrines is just here at the middle part, and of course the one that has drawn to power and syncretism. The shrines basically give you a power boost to help you clear certain portion of your maps much easier, because when you reach higher tier of maps, it's gonna get harder and harder, and the shrine's gonna help you speed things up, gonna make you more tanky and stuff like that. Okay, and from here on, this is basically the bread and butter of what you should need. Okay, if you realize, I did not path up into Unwavering Vision. Okay, I did not do that at all. Why? My stance is very clear. Okay, if the scarabs are so common right now, like what they have said in the videos, in the GG videos and the Q&A and stuff like that, I think it's actually better to get the scarabs, like cartography scarabs. They're pretty good, right? To help you. And then you have more of this weird scarabs that actually gives you more monsters on your map. Correct? We have ambush as well, harbinger, domination. Domination is definitely good. Alright. What else is there? Torment. Okay, torment is shit. Beyond, you don't want to encounter that early. Essence as well. So basically, like, you can get very staple scarabs to, you know, build up your next farming strategy. So that's why I did not take this in the early stages. And I don't think I will take it either. Okay, my next from here onwards, you can either follow mine or you can just, I don't know, do another strategy. But I feel I don't want to forgo Black again, because it's just such a good farming content in the early game, right? You literally just play tower defense, and you don't even need to scale your character to farm. Okay, you just need to know what are the towers that you need to build. Basically, just build those elemental towers that are not on the small little icon below your game, right? So if you see that the minions, the monsters coming out of the black portals are lightning, obviously don't build lightning tower, just build flamethrower, build ice, minion towers and stuff like that. Anything is fine. Okay, anything is perfectly fine. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong by building the opposite tower. And there is like the empower tower as well. It's just so good, especially when you just stack everything in one location, like a crossroad where all the portals come together. Just everything will die very, very quickly, even the bosses. Okay, so yeah, for the black, I will of course take the circle over here, is to help boost your chance of encountering blight. You don't want to use scarabs in early game because you probably don't want to buy as well. And with fungal bloom and this, poof, 100% blight. Let me show you here. See, your map has 100% chance to contain a blight encounter. This means every map you have more chance to get maps, blighted maps, currency, oil, and all of this is going to help you progress much easier and faster for your LS progression. Okay, and of course, Cassia's Pride is the main thing to actually keep this going. Your tower defense gaming, and this is the first portion. Okay, from here onwards, I'm honestly a little bit skeptical about this, but I think when you reach around this point, you should start to encounter, like, you should be in red maps already, and it is gonna start to get difficult, and that's why you need currencies to start building up your character, right? So this is where I feel Unwavering Vision comes in, because you only need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. In return, you get 14 more additional points where you can allocate to other blight nodes, get more rewards, farm more, farm faster, and just let it flow faster as well. Okay, so blight number 2 is right here. And over here, yeah, it's just basically taking more rewards. Okay, I don't know why I did not take this. It is supposed to be 18. Okay, my bad. Let me just change this real quick. Yeah, so this is basically what I will take. Okay, and for the last part, just choose one of the influence, either Searing Exarch or Eater of Worlds. For me, of course, Searing Exarch, because it has staple currencies, right? So definitely Searing Exarch for me. And by this point, right, you probably will have like just nearly the unique maps left to do and the invitations, and you should be good to go. So that's why the Searing as such always comes in last. Okay. And what happens when you complete the Atlas? This is what I will do, because Unwavering Visions kind of like stops you from getting scarabs, right? So I'll remove this. I'll remove Kirek. I'll remove all of these small little notes. You know, that gives you the what is that? That gives you all of the connected map nodes or whatever. You don't need those already. Any map you do, you just take it and do. It's really just that simple, okay? And in return, I'm just gonna focus more on scarab farming. Alright, more scarab drops here and there everywhere, because we are gonna have a lot of monsters from both our blight and our influence. So yeah, the additional thing I added over here after Atlas is this delirium portion. Let me show you. So there's a 60% chance to contain a mirror of delirium. I'm not sure about this, but if you do not want to do, it's fine. It's like 4 nodes for 60% delirium. You can start farming for the delirium ops. Simulacrum splinters is going to be good as well for early game small currencies, right, when you stack them up. So it is really completely up to you. Okay, it's really completely up to you. If you do not have enough points, then just remove the delirium first. Okay, it's not really important. Okay, and yes, that's about it. The league start Atlas progression strategy. Remember to spend your chaos over here to clear cheap unique maps. Alright, I'm not gonna read everything, just read it for yourself. These are like things that you should know when you're progressing your Atlas. Okay, for beginners, by all means, please go and read it. Okay, the next strategy is Harvest. So there are a lot of changes with Harvest. I do not guarantee that I will be farming Harvest right now, because the changes might actually affect how costly Harvest will be. But at some point, if you are able to farm Harvest, I think this is the way to go. Okay, this is probably the only way to go, because first of all, Sexton have been removed. Second, growing hordes have been removed. These two are like the main important aspect for us to farm Harvest really well. Okay, and same, our main profits is Life Force. I will definitely still throw in a delirium scarab, you know, just to contain a mirror of delirium, so that you get those simulacrum splinters and delirium orb. You can change them later to skittering orbs, and then you just farm it. It's probably gonna be so good this league, right? But we'll see how it goes, because Life Force might be scarce this league. I'm not sure. Okay, like I say, we don't have growing hordes anymore. I think it's very, very hard to hit a 50% pack size without growing hordes, and with all of those modifiers, it's gonna get so much more VP in the map, and it's gonna get very difficult to hit 50% pack size just with your map modifiers. Okay, so oh sorry, before I show you the LS skill tree, the 4 scarabs we're gonna use is Scarab of Monstrous Lineage. Okay, I think this is I do not know how to pronounce it. Okay, so whatever, this is just 40% increased magic pack size. This is gonna increase both your harvest, your delirium, and of course your influence monsters in the map. Okay, and it's just really good because whenever you trigger any of the plots in Harvest, right, you are definitely going to encounter magic monsters, and 40% increased pack size is a lot. It is a lot. Alright. Harvest Scarab of Doubling Life Force Duplicated. Alright, you have 100% more Harvest Monster Life. This is basically the same as the Compass in the previous leagues. Harvest Scarab of Cornucopia. I don't know what weed this thing is. Basically, it contains up to 1 additional tier 4 seed of each type. Okay, now I don't really fully understand what this means, but from the text, it probably means that there will be 1 tier 4 seed, okay, for every single different color of crops. Okay, tier 4 seeds is Yeah, it's just probably that. I don't know how this works, but I think from the text, this is how it should work, right? And the last one is delirium scarab, of course, mirror of delirium, to help you set up your next farming strategy, which is your scarab farming, or you can just sell the delirium orb and what is that? The simulacrum splinters is probably gonna be good. Okay. How to mount the map? I'm basically just putting it here because I have so much players asking me how do you actually run the map very efficiently. It's just very simple, okay? Kill the boss first, clear the rest of the map. Every time you encounter an Eldritch Altar, just take the player option to increase the quantity. If you cannot handle the player altar, please click the minion ones, it's good. And then complete the rest of the map. Leave the Sacred Grove last. You only go into Harvest after you've completed everything. Unless, okay, this is only in effect if you are going to take the player option, okay? But if you're not going to take the player option, just go into the Harvest or Sacred Grove anytime you want, okay? In the Sacred Grove, right, always select the crop that has a higher amount of rare monsters. Always, always, always. Unless the current economy shows you where the yellow life force, right, is probably way more expensive than the other colors, then of course you gotta use your own judgment and gauge, okay? Map preparation, same, transfer your map to white and then rear them to at least 20% pack size. If you want to go for higher, it is okay, but it's very, very hard to maintain a high number of pack size with the mods you can do, okay? You probably need to reroll so many times. Sometimes it's just you're gonna make a loss instead of making a profit before you can actually even do the map. Okay, purchase the scarabs, put it into your map device, select your map device mod and just go. Very simple. Now, the big changes I would like to take note is I am really not sure if the map sustainability is good this league because of the changes. Okay, to Voidstone now no longer provides you one tier of maps, and then of course there's only like 85% chance to actually get one tier higher for your map, so it might affect quite a lot. I really do not know how it is. Okay, and as for profits, I haven't the league hasn't started, so I'm just gonna put a question mark over here. Okay. And yes, right, I forget to show the LS skill tree. So this is how it will look like, okay? I know it's gonna be kind of weird now with all of these changes, but because growing hordes is no longer available, you gotta stack as much of this increased effect of modifiers on your map. Okay, so I've calculated it's about 86% of it. Okay, it's about 86%. So you really got to be very wary about the mods because it's gonna be very VP. Okay, it's gonna be very VP. So if you feel you cannot take it, then just forget it. Just do the other mods or remove some of them. Okay. As for the rest of the nodes, I actually took the scarab, but I really do not know how it is, so I'm gonna leave it first unless you want like other stuff like shrine. You can remove the scarabs and then put in shrines as well. Okay, it's perfectly fine. Okay, perfectly fine. Yeah, just see how it goes, man. Like you can even put this Nico as well. I'm totally cool with that. Like I think there's a lot of trends now whereby they actually put this Nico. So just by doing this, you see, even though I got 32, but hey, I have a lot. I have nearly every 2 maps I'm probably going to encounter one Nico, which is going to give me tons of damage, tons of sustainability because of maximum elemental resistance, and of course increased movement speed, right? So yeah, it really depends on how you want to do it, but roughly this is how it should look like. Alright, the next and last strategy is the scarab farming. Basically, we're going to use Skittering Daily Orb. Now, I do not know really how good this is, but because it is going to be a scarab league, right? I am thinking this method will actually be kind of good, especially when the players are going to have like a lot of adventures trying to find out the perfect scarab to use for our strategy. Okay. However, one thing that I do not know in this strategy, let me open up the other skill tree first, is whether or not these remarkable relics affect the rewards from the skittering delirium mobs. Okay, I really do not know, but if it really affects, then this is big. This is really gonna be big. Okay, so just a quick explanation. So basically, Sexton removes scarabs rework same. Your main profit is just gonna be a variety of scarabs. Just keep them and sell them on TFT or something like that. Okay. Sorry. Scarabs use. Scarab of monstrous lineage. Okay, whatever. Basically 40% increased magic pack size. We're gonna use Breach. Breach is gonna be our bread and butter of this strategy because Breach has tons of monster. It's crazy. It's really crazy. You can probably fight it together with the Abyss. But because Abyss focus more on rare monsters, Breach focus more on magic monsters. So that's why we have this first scarab here. It's gonna boost your pack size and your density of Breach monsters very drastically. Okay, so with Breach here, and then third one we have the Ambush Scarab, contains 5 strong box. It's just a very simple click, kill, go. Okay, I don't care what drops inside. I just want to stack up as much of the layers of the delirium reward so that I can get more scarabs, right? And then of course the changes here in the skill tree. Give me a second. Yep, over here. Secret compartments. Now it now changed to this whereby you have 10% chance to be openable again. No longer the strong box that has the scarabs or something like that. And in combination to this right now you have 16% chance to open. That is a lot. That is really a lot. On your map minimum you have 16 you have 6 strong boxes. Okay, that is really a lot. Harbinger Scarab. I chose Harbinger because it uses less point. I initially wanted to go to Beyond. You can do that as well, but I really do not know how it goes, and Beyond uses more points than Harbinger. So I'm gonna stick to Harbinger first. Unless there are changes, I will write an update. Okay. And yeah, this is just the scarabs that we're gonna use. Really very simple. Alright. Map device is Breach. Map definitely strength. No argument, no debate whatsoever. Definitely strength. Okay. And it's just a very simple. If you look at this skill tree, right, what I basically focus on is 3 stuff. Okay. 4 actually. Breach, number 1. Strongbox, Nico. For the pack with energy, so that you're gonna buff yourself. And then of course your Harbinger. Okay, these 4 are like the main ones. I did not really focus on Shrine, but they are a good addition. Okay, they are really a good addition. So I'm still contemplating whether I should take this or this. Okay, because I think it's guarded by at least 1 magic pack, so this might actually be better as well. I really don't know. The build is very scarce, very hungry for points, so there's really not much I can do. And of course, if this is not affected, then I can put it to the domination shrine chance, right? Yep. So this is how it looks like. And with the influence, right, a lot of the influence monsters are actually magic as well. You are gonna get tons and tons of monsters, influence monsters, especially Eternal Worlds. Of course we are focusing on Eternal Worlds. This is mandatory. Okay, when you kill the last boss, you're just gonna add 1. Your objective here is really very simple. You're gonna clear the map as fast as you can. Of course, try not to activate 2 breach at a time. Your computer probably can't handle it. And kill as fast as you can. The key objective here is not to get as high amount of layer of rewards, but the faster you do, like, okay, I'll give you a very simple example. If I can do the map within like 6 to 8 minutes, including collecting the scarabs, okay, versus that one probably is about 19 or 20 layers, okay, versus 20 minutes of doing the map and picking out scarabs, but I can only take like 24 layers of scarab. The difference is big because that 4 additional layers is not worth like 10 more additional minutes. So the faster you complete the map, the faster you do another map, the faster actually your money or currency rolls in, because you take lesser time to do each map, and basically it means you're earning more currency. Okay, so yeah, this is the strategy. It's really as of now is subjected to changes. I will see which is better. The nice thing about this is every map you have Nico. Okay, every map you are bound to have Nico, and it's really nice. So yeah, I only have these three strategies for now. So I hope you guys enjoy. The next video is definitely on my league starter build and of course my mid budget build. Right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.